In this video, I want to show you how the paint behaves with different mediums and the thinner. So here I have cold pressed linseed oil, odorless mineral spirits, also called odorless turpentine. This is a mixture. This is the simple medium that I make myself, which is 1 part of the thinner and 2 parts of the cold pressed linseed oil. This right here is one of the Liquin products. This one is the Liquin Light Gel. It also comes in Liquin Original and Liquin Fine Detail. And so these Liquin products are great for thinning the paint as well. I used to use them in my layering methods, but I chose to stop using them because my students and myself were having some trouble with our layers building up to kind of a plastic consistency, and it was causing the paint not to stick to the canvas. So I still use Liquin, but I use it in the final layers of my painting. Okay, so here I just have some raw umber and a few random brushes, and let's get started. So right here is the cold pressed linseed oil. Now if I just use nothing, and whoops, that brush is a little bit stiff. So if I don't use any thinner or medium, the paint is going to be a little bit dry. And so it won't spread. It won't get very good coverage. So that's why oil painters have to have some sort of medium to make the paint flow. So if I take a little bit of straight linseed oil, depending on how much I use, I can create a glaze. Okay, if I use very little linseed oil, I can make the paint flow very nicely, but it still has a little bit of drag to it in the end. And the thinner is also just for cleaning your brush off. I always have paper towels handy to dab my brushes on. This is the straight odorless thinner in my brush washing container. All right, so if I just use the thinner, it will make the paint very watery. Okay, so I'll have you know, the paint is thin and watery, but the thinner almost evaporates immediately. I mean, it just goes away. So it still has the drag to it. And so that's why creating the mixture of 1 part thinner and 2 parts linseed oil creates a really nice medium between these two. And so if I use the linseed oil with the thinner mixed in the paint, I'm going to get a really nice flow to the paint. It's going to maintain the solid, intense quality of the paint. So that's the medium that I use. Now this Liquin Light Gel, as you can see, it's kind of like a gel consistency. And the Liquin Original is just a little bit thinner. And so if I have the Liquin Light Gel, okay, it also creates a glaze. And so usually in my layering process, if I am glazing, it's in the final layers. So I think that it's okay to start using the Liquin if I'm just putting those final touches on the painting. And I also use Liquin to put the final clear coat or the varnish on the painting when I'm finished. So Liquin Fine Detail is what I use often, most often when I'm creating a painting with a whole lot of detail. So I paint a lot of draft horses, and there's a lot of straps and buckles and just pieces of metal. And so the Liquin Fine Detail, let me get some of the solid paint here. If I have the Liquin Fine Detail, I want to mix it up pretty evenly here. Now, I always recommend rinsing your brush after you mix paint with it. You can control the paint better just by picking up a little bit of paint at a time. So this is the Liquin Fine Detail. And so you can see it has great flow to it, okay? You can just basically brush it forever and ever before you have to reload the brush. You can create fine lines. Even with this little flat brush, I'm able to create fine lines. If you have a tiny detail brush or a script liner brush, you're going to be able to paint lines that are, you know, as fine as one piece of hair. So this is what the Liquin Fine Detail is really great for. All right, so there is a little bit of knowledge about the different mediums that are available. Now, there are a whole lot more available than this, but these are the ones that I have experience with and are recommending that you have available to yourself.